Hello everyone. I made this video for you at the end of the course here so you could take your mod from MCreator and you could install it in Minecraft separately. You might use this if you just want to be able to use your mod outside of MCreator in your single player worlds that you have in Minecraft. You might also want to share it with a friend. So maybe you want to take the mod that you created and share it with a friend so they can install it on their Minecraft. You'd have to walk them through these steps to do that. So let's go through how you would get your mod installed in Minecraft outside of MCreator. The first step is you have to install something called NeoForge. If you follow the directions at the beginning of the course, which I'm sure you did, you followed those directions when you set up your workspace. There was an option to choose what type of mod you were making. By default, it was set to NeoForge. So most likely, you have a NeoForge mod that you have to use with NeoForge. So NeoForge is simply a program that allows you to mod Minecraft and run mods that you create inside of Minecraft. So the key to installing NeoForge, though, is making sure you install the correct version. And the version of NeoForge is based off the version of Minecraft that you have. And by the way, the link to NeoForge I put in the previous slide here, so hopefully you have that open on your computer already. If you don't, just kind of pause the video, go back to that previous slide and get on this link so you can do this with me. The first thing you want to look at, though, is the version I talked about. So you'll see Minecraft version up here. So you simply drop that down and choose the Minecraft version you're installing the mod for. Now, how do you know that version? Well, you could check in MCreator. It's really simple. If you're in your workspace inside of MCreator and you look up in the top right, it says the name of your workspace, and it has NeoForge, and then you'll see a number right here, and this says 1.21.1. So that's the version of Minecraft that this mod runs with. So you need to go back to the NeoForge website, and you want to make sure it matches that. So mine again said 1.21.1. So right now this doesn't match. So I need to drop that down and match it. So I'm going to drop that down. I'm going to do 121.1. And what that does is it makes sure you're downloading and installing the correct version of NeoForge. So now that you have that, you've chosen the correct Minecraft version, there's a little download button up here, and you're going to click on that to download NeoForge. And somewhere on your computer, that's going to download. In mine, it just kind of goes up the top right there. So I'm going to drop down my download. So I need to open up that file. So I'm going to open it up. And it's going to come up with the installer for NeoForge. And you're going to want to click proceed. Just leave all the other settings. They should be fine. Just click proceed. And that's going to install the correct version of NeoForge so you can run your mod from MCreator. Okay, so once that is successfully installed, you're ready for the next step. The next step, before you do anything else, is just to run Minecraft with that NeoForge version. And you want to do that because it sets up a mods folder, because we're not finished by any means here. We have to get the mod out of MCreator and get it into Minecraft so it runs correctly. But running Minecraft with NeoForge after you install it, make sure everything is set up correctly to go through that process. So your next step should be to just run Minecraft with that version of NeoForge. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Minecraft. I have Minecraft down in my taskbar at the bottom, wherever you got to go to open up Minecraft on your computer. Now, once you have Minecraft open, you can just run NeoForge if you drop it. There's usually a list, kind of a drop-down list menu to the left of the play button. And you can usually click on that and just make sure you're running NeoForge. But I have a suggestion for you. I think it makes more sense to create what we call an installation. Then as you maybe update your mods and you want to run different versions of NeoForge, you just kind of keep it in one installation as you update the versions that you use. And it's useful later when we have to find the folder to put our mod in. So I would create an installation. In the top kind of left here, you'll see an installations tab. Click on installations. Now, installations allow you to set up different versions of Minecraft to run, different setups for Minecraft. So when you're trying to start your Minecraft, You can run different versions. You can run different versions of NeoForge. So it's a useful tool. So what I would do is I'd create a new installation. So you want to click on New Installation. And I would name this MCreator Mods or something like that, because you'll be using this installation whenever you're running an MCreator mod. And then you could update. You can come back and edit this actually, where you can actually edit the version that you're using of NeoForge. So go ahead and call it MCreator Mods. That's my suggestion. And then where it says version, this is where you want to get that NeoForge in there you just installed. So you can actually search in that box. So if I just type NeoForge, and that's the one I just installed. And if you have multiple NeoForge, you can see, if you would go back to the website NeoForge, the NeoForge website, you can see the Neo version. So that matches there, the 21.177. So that's the one I just installed. So I'm going to type NeoForge and type that 21.1.77, the one I just installed. So I'll make sure I have that. For the game directory, there's a little click here button. Just use kind of the default directory. Just click on that click here. You don't need to change anything else for this installation. So you've got the name, you've got the NeoForge you just installed that you searched for and chose, and then you've got that directory just by clicking that default option, and then go down and click the green Create button in the bottom right to set up that installation. And now you'll see a new installation that says MCreator Mods. That little warning just means you're using a kind of another version of Minecraft, a special kind of mod forge option. So don't worry about that. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you want to head over back to the play button. So go back to the play button, and we're just going to run this installation once, like I mentioned, just to get everything set up. So I'm going to drop down that drop-down menu to the left of the play button. I'm going to choose MCreator Mods, and I'm just going to run Minecraft. You might get that warning. It's okay. It's safe to use. And you can see it's running NeoForge up here in the top left. You all see the little fox down here. That's kind of unique to NeoForge as well. So once you're in Minecraft and you see the main menu, you're finished with this step. I know it's kind of crazy. We're starting it up and then we're going to close it back down. But running NeoForge once sets up everything correctly. Especially it creates a mods folder, so we have a place to put our mod. I'm going to show you how to get to that mods folder in a bit. But you want to run Minecraft just like I showed you. And then you want to close it out. But we will come back to Minecraft again later. So we've got everything set up. We got NeoForge set up with the correct version, okay, that works with the mod that you created in MCreator. Now we got to get the actual mod exported out and put it in the correct place in the Minecraft folders so you could actually access that mod inside of Minecraft. So to do that, we're going to go into our MCreator. So we'll get into our MCreator workspace here. And once we're in our MCreator workspace, we want to export it out. To do that, in the top left, look for the workspace dropdown. So go up in the top left, click on workspace, and then you're looking for export the mod for distribution. Click on that. You're going to get a message that pops up. It'll take probably a minute to do this, but eventually you get a message that pops up. Once this message pops up, it's just a kind of a general warning that you're not supposed to sell Minecraft mods. You can't do that. You got to follow the Minecraft rules, which you are. But just click on the export the mod without donating. Unless you want to donate, talk to your adult about that. Unless you want to donate, to MCreator for this project. But you just want to click on the export mod without donating. Click on that. And then it's going to ask you where to send it. But I would name it. At the bottom, I'm just going to call it sample class. You can call yours whatever maybe you called your mod previously. And then you want to choose my suggestion is your desktop of your computer, or kind of the main kind of screen that pops up when you get into your computer, just because we're going to have to take it and drag it into the correct place. That's easy to find and drag from there. So I would suggest putting it in desktop. So click on desktop. And then save it to your desktop. And that's it. You've got the mod saved to your desktop. If you did it to your desktop, you should see it. It looks like a Java file. Actually, you can see it right here on my screen. So that folder, or excuse me, that file, that is your mod. and we have to get it in the correct place so it actually is able to run inside of Minecraft. To do that, you have to find the Minecraft folder, and the Minecraft folder is a little difficult to find. It's kind of hidden. There's different tricks to find it, but the one trick that works the best for all computers, whether you have like a Mac or a PC, is kind of going through Minecraft to find the folder. So here's how I suggest you do that. All right, so you want to open Backup Minecraft. So you open Backup Minecraft again. All right, now once you're in Minecraft, you want to go back up to that Installations tab we used earlier. So go back up to there, click on Installations. And you could do this on latest version or MCreator mods. It doesn't matter, but you want to hover over one of those. And you want to find, there's a little folder button. And this is nice that Minecraft does this. You can actually, it'll take you into the actual folder where the mods folder is. So you can put your mod in there. So I'm just going to click on that folder. And it's going to bring up the Minecraft files. Now, you're looking for mods because that's where we stick mod files. Now, that mods folder was created. That's why it was so important to run that NeoForge once, because if you've never done a mod before on your computer, you might not have a mods folder, but it created that mods folder for you the first time you ran NeoForge in Minecraft. So I'm going to open up that mods folder, which is empty. I don't have any mods. If you have other mods and you've done mods previously, you might want to temporarily move those out of the mods folder because they aren't going to work with that NeoForge version unless they're the same version that works with that version of NeoForge in Minecraft. So you probably want to have it empty. And then you want to get your mod file that we exported out. I'm assuming it's on desktop. If it's somewhere else, find it. And you got to drag it over and drop it inside the mods folder. So I drag it over and I drop it inside the mods folder. And that's it. Now it's available in the mods folder. I should be able to close this down, go back to the play button at the top, and then click the green play button. Well, hold on. I went a little too fast there. You want to make sure you have the correct installation running. So we're going to drop down NeoForge, make sure we choose that Minecraft MCreator mods, MCreator mods that we set up, and then we're going to press play. Now, once you get into the main menu in Minecraft, there's an easy way to check and see if your mod loaded correctly. There's a mods button down here. So if you go down, just click on that mods button. And then there should be at least 3, okay? If you just have one mod file that you installed. There's the Minecraft, the version, the NeoForge, which you have to have. And the third one, you should see the name of your mod. Now, that's the original name you probably gave it when you started it, so it might not match the file name, but if you see a third thing there, you've probably got your mod installed. Okay, that's it. So hopefully that'll help you maybe take your mod, install it outside of MCreator into Minecraft, or if you have a friend or a family member that you want to share your mod with, you could take them through these steps so they can install it on their computer. Okay, great job. See you guys later. Bye.